Hello, everybody. Well, it is Friday, June 17th, I think, 2022. We've just finished up a very interesting week of trading, and we're heading into a 3-day weekend. And I just wanted to debrief a little bit because there's a lot happening, and we've got a much needed breather right now. The first thing I want to say, particularly to those of you who are a little newer to the premium membership, is that the sheer pace of ideas is bound to slow down in the near future. Don't let this alarm you. It's kind of how things usually are. There are times when over the course of a week, I might do 1 or 2 premium posts instead of like 4 a day, which is what I've been doing in some days recently. I never thought I'd be doing anything like that. But we are moving into more of a wait and see mode for a little while that I think will correspond with a more normal pace of posts. So don't be puzzled. Their email's broken all of a sudden. And I think it's important to, because, cash is a position too. We can't always be running around frantically trading. My view is that we are going to have later this summer a very opportunity-rich environment. And right now, I think it's pretty opportunity poor, certainly for the bears. And I'm playing this strictly for a bounce. Now, we have over the past week or two heard nothing but about the big bounce coming, and it never seems to come. There's a lot of things that have lined up that I think will finally lay the groundwork for a good bounce. And as I said a number of times recently, there's nothing the bears need more than a good, hearty bounce. I don't know precisely to what level, and I don't know how long it'll take. I do know that these things tend to happen faster than you might guess, which is good because I'm not very patient. But whether that level is 4,000 or 3,900, I'm not sure. Attila's thing about 4,400, I think, is way too high myself. Yeah, I'll tease that out more as we get closer to it. What else? Well, I think we've had some real successes lately. Energy, a tremendous success there. I've got to be one of the very few people who was yammering on about going against the energy bull when it was peaking about 9 days ago. But that worked out super well because we went from literally a lifetime high. I mean, think of this, in the span of a week, we went from a lifetime high, never seen prices higher ever, to a bear market, the old 20% down thing. That's extraordinary. So that worked out incredibly well. The Fibonacci's have been magical and very helpful. And I think gaps also have been very, very helpful. And that actually may not be a bad thing to think about in terms of the bounce, because recall that we had 2 big gaps take place in recent memory. One of them was the gap that took place between last Thursday and Friday, and the other gap was the one that took place between last Friday and this Monday. Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it? But it wasn't. Those are very important gaps. And almost every big ETF and a lot of big stocks you see have exactly those same gaps naturally, because they all tend to move together. And so in terms of a bounce, my view is that we'll either get to gap 1 or gap 2. Let's call gap 2 the higher gap. And if we get to gap 2, I think the risk reward for shorts becomes very enticing. So I say again that I believe that the best of the bear market is yet to come. And it is going to be just served up on a silver platter if we can get the kind of bounce that I mentioned. One last thing I would say in this short fireside chat is to watch crypto. Even if you've never traded crypto and have no intention to trade crypto, I think it continues to be, knowing me and my animal spirits, I think that is the thing to watch. And the numbers couldn't be simpler. Bitcoin 20,000, Ethereum 1,000. Stay above those levels, and we've got a good shot at a counter trend rally in equities. Break those levels, and things get grim fast. I'll be super grim because I've lightened up so much in my shorts. I've gone from 90% invested on the short side to like 35%, 40%. So my own portfolio now is sort of like 40% bearish, 10% one long position, the diamonds, and then cash, 50%. And I can't remember the last time I was in 50% cash. So in a way, if you kind of add it all up, I'm sort of 1/3 bearish, or as you fancy people would say, I guess, -30 delta. Is that it? I don't know. I think so. But yeah, watch crypto, because if crypto does strengthen, and if say Bitcoin crosses about 23,000, I think is off to the races. I think crypto could recover from its depths, which for Bitcoin was 20,000, back up to 27 or 28, which is huge. That's that's like almost a 40% rally. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, that's kind of how I see the world right now. I suspect next week will be vastly calmer. And I think that we could use some boredom. I think we could use a few weeks of boredom. And as I say, I think that, within, let's put it at a couple of weeks or so, we can get serious again. If we get that big fat rally I'm talking about getting seriously bearish once more. And that's it. So that's it from me. Have a good long weekend. I'm going to do a series of videos just so there's some content. But as I said, I think the pace of activity and just the sheer terror running around is going to really tamp down for a while. So anyway, I shall end this here, and I will see you later.